Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I had to fiddle with some settings, and it stopped streaming temporarily, so that was fun. Let's check YouTube. Sorry about that. Uh, blah 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 blah. Sorry, I have nothing to add at the moment. Uh, and also, in case anyone's wondering, what's the plot of this game? Squid Games, I think. Like, it's a death game? Question mark. Uh, okay. YouTube is online. We're gonna continue for a minute like it is, because Twitch is working at the moment. And if it's not, I'll have to fight it. Okay, yeah, no, it's doing good. Okay, so hop back to this. Again, apologies. I accidentally stopped streaming, so that was fun. We're getting back into the survival game because we're survival gamers. Ugh. All right, so I know there's still animals over there. We need that crate though. I thought for a second I was seeing it wrong and it was actually also one of the animals. Again, they genuinely have a really absurd radius. Okay. Take all. Alright, we got nails. Let's get back up on the rock. So, we want to build a base, obviously, because we're a survival gamer and we need a base to set up camp so we can go do the raids and yada yada yada. Did they make it where we can actually craft nails now? No. Okay. So, the very first step for building anything is we need nails. I think we can craft nails when we unlock blacksmiths. But like to set up any kind of a base, we need nails. So we have to spend the first few days literally just wandering in circles, looking for those crates and hoping we stumble across enough nails to set up a proper base. Storage is also locked behind that, and then if I remember right, if we want a bedroll where we can actually respawn, that is going to be a whole endeavor. Maybe they've changed it. Again, it's been 5 years. Uh, no, it's not in the immediate. Yeah. Can we craft pistol rounds? What do we need for those? We can craft pistol rounds. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, they actually added progress bar. Okay, cool. Well, that's something. Let's go this way. I know there was a moose in this direction, but again, we don't really have a choice. Again, no hate to the dev, just like a yearly, not if not bi-yearly occurrence. Somebody will show up and be like, "This game is the greatest game ever. How dare you?" You're not on me. What are you doing? I can't tell if that bear actually saw me or not. Again, they will chase me to the ends of the earth because they function essentially like zombies. Okay, so can we make rope actually now? I just realized. Let's check that as well. Let's get back against the shore so that if anything attacks us, they have to attack us from the front. Okay. Can we craft a rope? That is fishing tackle, fire starter kit, that's a hammer, that's a stick, cordage. Okay, we can actually craft cordage by itself. That's fantastic. Alright, that's good to know. I know for apparently actual proper rope we need sinew, because somebody was complaining about that, which you get from hunting mountain lions, which, again, sounds like a nightmare. Also, in an actual bit of realism, bears can't be hit or can't be like put down with actual small game fire. We actually need a rifle or shotgun to do that. Apparently, they also have too much health, but I don't actually know on that part because I never really bothered hunting them in the original version because there really was no reason to. Oh, there's a crate here too. I still have no idea why this is running so weird. Alright, well, we have enough nails to start a foundation. That's something. I believe we can get grubs from this tree, but we don't want to get them yet. That was a big issue back in the day as well. The fact you needed grubs to actually fish. And there was no real way to, like, get grubs. Okay. Let's head up the hill. Problem is I'm getting impatient, because this is a really slow, boring game. The deer. Again, you might be saying, hey, you're going to need to eat soon, you should hunt that deer. No we don't, because we will die if we do that. Well, we won't die, but... Actually, we might. The deer might just immediately Terminator and sprint at us and stomp us to death. Regardless, we wouldn't get any meat out of it, because, as we all know, because we are all gamers... Yep. I'm bleeding, by the way. I'd need a bandage for that. Can I craft a bandage? Can I eat the... No, I can't use it from the menu. Okay, wait, so I can butcher a wolf, though. So you're telling me shooting a deer or a chicken with a pistol instantly ruins it. But of course I forgot this game has an infection system. So, this game has a disease system. This was apparently added. I don't remember if this was like whenever I was actually playing. Oh, that's right. This fucking nonsense. All right. What do I need for a tonic? I need medicinal herbs. Where do we get medicinal herbs? No telling. Yeah, that deer, not deer, that wolf was nowhere near us. And we just got shredded by him. Because he just popped up. Because that's what they do. They will just spawn in, basically. And there's not a lot we can do about it. If we have the ammo, great. If not, I mean, we're just gonna die. Which is a lot of this game, unfortunately. Oh, we hit the world border. So, the world is surrounded by this metal fence. Because we're in Squid Games. We're in a weird death game, I think is the lore question mark. And essentially, they dropped us here, and the people who are landing here, who also set up bases, they're part of the game, I think it is. Like, that's the vague God, this game runs bad, too. It runs really weirdly bad. Alright. I can never tell what in, what isn't. I think that's more of the cordage. Can I make another bandage? I've gotten so off topic. No, I need cloth to make a... Which I guess makes sense. You do logistically need cloth to make a bandage. What do I need to make cloth? Cotton. Alright, cool. So that was our one bandage. I mean, we don't have any more bullets if we get attacked by another wolf. There is nothing we can do to survive. This axe is decorative. Like, we can hit with it, but we will need to be in the wolf's mouth to be able to hit it. Which I suppose we will be, because it will chase us to death. Oh, but... So a wolf... Perfect... Okay. A wolf... Perfectly reasonable that I can mag dump it, kill it, and then harvest the meat with an axe. That's just how survival works. Chickens, impossible to be killed with a gun. Rabbits, impossible to be killed with a gun. You see, bullets are about the size of an entire chicken, apparently. Which is... I was gonna say why we need 9 of them to hunt a wolf. I mean, I did kind of just blindly mag dump, then again. Hello? Hello? It's not responding. It stopped working. I'm hammering a tree. I get yearly recommendations, or not recommendations, insistence that I play this game again, because I was too mean to it. Again, no dissing to the dev, more dissing towards the fan base. It's got a weirdly aggressive fan base. There's an animal over there. There's a wolf right there. No, you didn't see me, you fucker. Well, let's hope this animal is not a wolf. We're just gonna walk the fence line at the moment. There's nothing else we can do. Keep an eye out for crates. Try not to die. Oh, don't you dare. Run! Okay, is he on me? No. Ugh. We're back where we started, by the way. We spawned over right there. It's a boar. Oh, but a weirdly way too aggressive fan base. Any criticism of this game turns into, well, you either didn't play it enough, or you played it too much, and then your criticisms aren't valid because you got something out of the game. Which, again, is not a great argument. Cottonseed. Alright, well, we got one of them. How close are we to building a base and then setting up a farm? We are nowhere near it, in fact. Come on, give me that. Again, I gotta peek around hills, because if there's a wolf on the other side of the hill, and we get too close to it, it auto-alerts it. Because they're zombies, and they have zombie smell. I am over-joking with that, but again, the phrasing of it annoys me, because it's like... Yeah, it's not like those games where all this stuff... It very much is what... It's just you've replaced the zombies with wolves. I'm exaggerating, obviously, for comedic effect. Wolves are rather skittish creatures, if I'm being honest. I mean, they will mess your day up if you get close to them. Don't get me wrong. But they're not a constant, like, every square inch of an area, like, death machine that will chase you to the end of the earth and take a full mag to the face without flinching. Or maybe they do flinch, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. There's another one over there. Someone described this game as Ark, but it takes longer. And I'm like, that's not a great sign for this. Which, to be fair, that would probably have been my description. Ark, but it takes a while, and at the end of it, you don't really get anything out of it. Okay, so the main issue is the fact of we can explore, we can collect resources. It was only recently, if I remember right, that they actually added a difference between regions. Because there used to be basically just one big quote-unquote region for the map, and nothing in it. And now, there's 4 regions and nothing in it. I'm exaggerating. There are caves, apparently. You don't see me. You don't see me. Alright. I will say, they've made the radius smaller. So they don't attack you from a mile away now anymore. So that's good. If there's one positive thing I will say about this game, I do have some positive things to say about this game. None to the fans of this game, though, because, oof. But, you know, it is something. It's really ironic that this game has so many of the flaws that make, which I need to get into some detail for this, 7 Days Super Flat so interesting. It's essentially just the same core element. Explore, collect resources, set up a camp, survive. There's a bear there. I saw something over here. Is this caves? Little under area. Is this full of wolves? No. This is legitimately like a properly fortifiable zone. Yeah. There's a cave here. There is a bear on this side, so we're gonna walk back around this way so we avoid him. But the problem is with this, so far, again, I don't want to just immediately, like, diss the game outright. I want to give it another fair shot. Alright, something make noise. I'm not dead yet, so I'm gonna assume whatever it was is not hostile directly to me. Oh, I just realized we did not get any meat from the wolf. We did get materials from the wolf, but no actual meat from it. So that's something. Okay. So this is the main thing we need to build. We need to build a base command unit. This is needed to build everything else. Once we get the actual base set up. Like, it is a core thing we need. It's what the enemies attack as well. So we want it generally at the center of our base. So that whenever enemies show up, they won't just immediately blow it up and kill us. I just realized, does sun set anymore? I'm presuming sun does set and there is a day-night cycle. It'd be weird if they removed it. Okay. How many logs do I need to make planks now? I need 3 logs to make a plank. I'm not going to talk about that. I just wanted to bring it up for a minute. We have no need for actual logs, so we're making them all directly into planks as well. There's an animal right there. I didn't see what it is, but I don't want to mess with it. Again, I have no use for animals at the moment. Until I get a bow, there is no point in me trying. It's a chicken. Like, it is not a benefit to hunt game. Early game. Which is hilarious. In a survival game. You know what? I'm being too negative. Let's see what we need to make a bow, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. So, is a bow one of our things we can craft? Oh, it's under weapons, isn't it? Okay. Okay, we need sticks. Let's do a bunch of these. What do I need for arrows, now that I think about it? Okay, arrows. We have 1 feather. Okay. I could have sworn that at one point there was a way to craft from the menu. Okay, so... why are we converting 1 log into 1 stick directly? Then that's not a stick. That's not a log. That's a stick. Alright, whatever. It is what it is. Oh, we make 2. We make 2 out of it. Okay, cool. That's fair. So let's make a bow. No, we need more cordage. No. No, that's rope. Yeah, that needs sinew. Okay, how much does that actually give me, though, is the thing. Also, while I'm doing all this, we're starving to death. We need to get proteins, so... the bow is going to be helpful. Just not in an immediately... they gave us 1. In the time we've been wandering around picking up those entire bush patches, we've managed to make 3 rope. If I did not find a bunch randomly in chests, we would not have we would not be close to a bow. Alright, we're survival gaming people. This is what peak gaming looks like. I know what you're thinking. Hey, this is a lot of just walking through a forest. That's what gaming is. Or hiking is. Mostly hiking, actually. Speaking of, I should go hiking again. I should go hiking again with people. I should not go out in the woods by myself. Don't go in the woods alone. Go with friends. Seriously. Like, oof. Bleh. I realized that sounded insane, but... alright, well this medical container had blueberries in it. We do need to eat the blueberries, though, so... because we metabolize like a nuclear freight train. I mean, relatively speaking, I've been walking for a few hours. We need to get immersed. We've been walking for a few hours. We're getting hungry. I don't know if we'd be draining through the meters that fast, but something tells me this game doesn't have like a fat system. It probably has like a keep both of those meters full, or it'll do poison damage to you basically. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm being too mean to it. Maybe it does get more advanced than that. I hope it does. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope the haters are gonna prove me right, and that this game secretly has become the game to play. Uh, I doubt it, but hey, I've been wrong before. Uh, there's a bear right there. Keep an eye out for everything. Especially for those little patches. I will say at night as well we're going to freeze to death, so we do need to set up a fire. Problem is I don't remember what... Okay, for a fire we just... Yeah, we got plenty of supplies for that. We basically just need trees. Those are everywhere, so we're fine. I will say, at least we're not collecting 1,000 fucking stones to make a single campfire. That's the one saving grace I can say. Did I mention in this game when you defeat, or whenever an enemy defeats you, it levels up? Oh, medicinal herbs, I needed those. How many did I need for a bandage again? I need 8 herb. I need to destroy 8 herb. I need to destroy 2 full-sized herb patches to make a single healing item. What is this rust economy? This game does have multiplayer, by the way. Not insanely, like, advanced multiplayer or anything. Like, I don't mean that dismissively, just... I've never heard anyone argue it's like, this is the best survival game. I've mostly just heard them... Or, not survival game. That's the one thing they do argue. They've never argued, hey, this is the best, multiplayer game. So I'm guessing the multiplayer is about as balanced as the main survival element. So basically, when you, like, actually get supplies, you can just stomp random noobs with nothing. And there's nothing they can do to get out of the death loop. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. We could check out multiplayer at some point. If there's any open servers. If I had to guess, probably not a ton. I wouldn't. Can you imagine spending 200 hours to build a shack and then turn around and somebody just griefs it? Like, just, like, hacks it and gets up in your area and destroys everything. Not actually, like, you know, oh, you just got raided. Ah, Aurora Borealis. That's what we're here for, gamers. Well, we have enough materials to make a bow. We have a single arrow we found out of a crate. So we, in theory, can hunt 1 chicken, assuming we hit the shot. I'm assuming that we can kill a chicken in 1 shot, which might be hopelessly naive. Now that I've just said it out loud, I'm like, I don't know if you actually... You don't see that? Am I crazy? Have I developed wood madness? Also, night arrived really quickly. What? Why is the bear leaving a smoke trail? There were particles up in the air and I could see it. I was like, what is this? Okay. I don't know where we need to set up camp. I thought there was a temperature meter as well. Oh, there's a cold protection. I'm gonna repair this. I can, but it would take most of my rope. Alright. Speaking of, let's craft a final rope. And then let's make a bow. It took all of day 1 to make a bow, but we have it. You might be saying, wouldn't you have to, like, dry the stick? And, like, there's a ton of, like, prep and stuff set up for it. It's like, no. That's not this kind of survival game. I forgot we craft a campfire. This is not that kind of survival game. It is that kind of survival game, but it's not actually that kind of survival game. Where'd my bow go? Did we? Okay, we haven't crafted it yet. Alright. So then... Arrow... Oh no, we need another stick. That's right. We need 2 sticks to make 1 arrow. You know what? Maybe we're making more than 1 arrow. Maybe I'm lucky. Maybe this will give us plenty of arrow. You know what? This is going to give us 15 arrows each. It's going to set us on a nice starting path. We're freezing to death. It's been 30 seconds. Okay. It freaked out on me. Okay, we crafted that. I guess we just throw that in there. No. Fuel. Ignition. What? Ignite. Let's do another log. No. This. No. What do we... Is it the match? Okay. Well, this certainly is something. Can we eat the grub as well? Okay, yeah, we could eat it for a tiny amount. It's been less than a day, and we are already out of proteins, by the way. Alright. How many arrows did that give us, by the way? That gave us... No, not 3 arrows. Did we craft arrows? Where's our arrows? Hello? Okay, no, we didn't craft them yet. Alright. Now we're crafting them. Alright. This is 15 arrows for sure. That's going to be plenty. It's going to be way more than we think we need. This is suitable for hunting small game. A bullet, it'll explode a rabbit. This, it'll just shoot straight through it. But where it is what it is. We got 2 arrows out of that. We now have 2 shots to hunt small game. Notoriously easy to hunt creatures as well. The first one we have to hunt is a chicken because we need more feathers. Because, yeah. This game is suffering. Oh, I forgot. So, this game runs off of kind of a weird system. Where to do basically anything you need campfires going as well. I forgot to mention that. I think you can make a burn pit. But, yeah. Well, we need the ashes, though. So the ashes are coming with us. Profile stats. Let's check out our stats screen. Large game kills 1. Small game kills 1. Hunter kills, yada yada yada. And we see all the weapons. Also, this game has weapon skins. You can buy them from the skin shop, which is, it's something. I just realized, oh no, it's because of this. I'm like, alright. It shows specifically what we've killed. Okay, looting, blah, da, 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 da. Well, there's all the items, I guess. Cool. Well, this is something. Pick up kelp. Why do I need kelp from a lake? What does that do? Is that an urgent thing I need to rush, or is that just... Okay. Is what it is. Oh, we killed... Cool. Liver has... It's been less than a day. It has been less than... Oh my god. I hunted that wolf. Okay, we should probably go ahead and cook this. Can we cook this? No. Can... Wait, does fat not... ruin? Maybe fat doesn't ruin. Question mark. Yeah. So... We hunted a wolf at the beginning of the day. Midday. Let's be very fair. It was not the beginning of the day. We hunted a wolf. That wolf then died. We got the materials from it. We can craft a shotgun. That's really cheap. All things... No, we need cloth, which is not cheap. That's pure RNG whether or not we get it. Alright, cool, I guess. Also, if we die, by the way, we respawn in a random location kilometers away. So that's going to be fun. Ooh. I just realized that was my one match as well. We can't craft matches. Can we craft a fire? Okay, fire starting kit requires biofuel. Why does everything in this game require really weirdly specific? This is. I hear a noise. Uh, you know what? Let's get out the bow. Do I? Okay, it's only whenever I aim that I. What is that? Chat, do y'all see that? What is this? It's a leaf that's sticking out of that mountain. Alright, never mind. Yeah. Alright. This game takes forever to do anything. And once you get to that point, I don't know if it ever gets fun. That's the meanest thing I've said about this tonight, in my opinion. Again, hopefully this is actually really solid, and once I get to the, point of actually playing it, it'll be fantastic, but for the moment, I'm just kind of standing in an open field. Well, standing on some rocks, but y'all know what I mean. Alright, turn that off. Can I do anything with this? No, it's there now, though. Alright, so I realized I've ran out of proteins. So the question is, will my dude slowly evaporate? Or will I steadily just start taking tick damage? That's the question. Feel free to vote on it in chat. There's the sun. I can tell by the very subtle glare effect. I do like the visual effect. It is way too much, though. It's cool to see, but on the other hand, we hit the fence again. How much of this game is fence? I think I've just wandered directly from fence to fence. Alright, so we need to be heading this direction then. Let's head up so we can actually, look at stuff as we go. I really wish I had something insightful to add here. I mean, I could talk about, the mechanics of game design and all that kind of stuff, but I'm just kind of, eh. I was originally going to play RuneScape today, but I've been busy with stuff IRL. Yeah. I will say, starting the work on getting Void Armor, which is nice. That'll be a 10% accuracy increase, which is certainly going to help with oh. No, that's a rabbit. We need specifically a chicken. Because, again, it's like a rabbit. Can we pick up a rabbit? Who left this trail here? This is a trail. This is... Whatever. I started work on Void in RuneScape. I was intending on playing it today, but ended up deciding against it, and been busy with real stuff, and then people were pinging me about this game, and I'm just like, alright. I'll insist. That is... I don't know what... It's a wolf, I think. I don't know what it... Oh, that's moving towards me. Again, I really don't care what it is at the moment, unless it's a chicken specifically. Again, I need to keep getting to high ground so I can actually see any of these crates around me. Because again, crates are the necessary thing to survive. I jokingly compared it to, Cookie Clicker or something, but it does have that energy of, early Cookie Clicker, where you're just relying on, getting any of the kind of early drops, you know? To really, boost up your, to boost your, clicks per second and all that. Apparently they added plane crashes to this game, so if you see a crashed plane, you can loot it. There's a wolf. Oh no, that was a bear. There's a bear right there, and there's a bear right there. Bears, I'm pretty sure bears are territorial. I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm not survival gamer enough to really say yet. Let's not get anywhere near that bear. It's like, we should probably check that cave, and I'm like, actually, we shouldn't. What's gonna be there? What realistically are we gonna get out of that cave? It's like, yeah, it'd make a good place to set up shop, because relatively protected, yada yada yada, but also just like, I mean, are we gonna get anything out of it we need? Also, we need to set up shop near water, because, well, we will eventually just die without water. Speaking of which, have we been drinking water as we go? No. No, we've just finished all of that water. A single canteen was enough for 25% hydration. We are gaming. Again, I get it, it's a balance thing, but also just like, Jesus. Again, I'm not really trying to actually diss the game. Like, it's functional. It works. Like, it's a game. It's got mechanics. It's got seasons. The balance is kind of shit, but like, what game is perfect, I suppose? I enjoy 7 Days. I can't say anything. I love 7 Days, mind you, but like, it's got some weird balance choices, and just the devs have a bad habit of nerfing things because a certain YouTuber will decide, hey, I want to make a video about this, and then they're like, no, not like that though. Which is very obnoxious. Oh, we have a glow stick. That's cool. Hello? What? Why does the scroll wheel work this way? It works backwards. Alright, how do we fill this? I don't want to click and drink dirty water and then proceed to die. Canteen filled with dirty water. Oh, thank God. Alright. I was really worried it was like, you drank dirty water. Enjoy shitting your guts out. Okay. You know what? I cannot tell. I've got to look. Is this where we started? No. Okay, thank God. It's not far off, actually. No, it is pretty far off, actually. We've progressed a lot. But the problem is now if we die, we're just doomed. By the way, if it starts raining, I don't know if there's anything we can do. Rain will kill you in this game. Again, maybe it won't. Maybe they've changed enough. Maybe it is really solid now. Yada yada yada, my usual spiel. But previously, it was possible. It would start raining, and then you would just like end up getting caught in a death loop. Because the problem is, unless you have cold weather gear or winter gear, there's nothing you can do about it if you don't have like a proper base setup. And so you would end up at the moment where you would spawn in, because you would have died from the cold. Try to run back to your body to grab your supplies, and immediately die again, because you're dying from hypothermia again. It was, to put it nicely, really bad. Hopefully that's changed. Hopefully it's a little less insane. There's a wolf. Again, I like being able to get within 100 feet of them without them not immediately chasing me to the ends of the earth now. It does kind of suck they pop up on you sometimes, but I mean, hey. Oh, I just remembered. Okay, so this says I need to... Why do I need to harvest 70 fibers? Okay, oh, I guess it's to make each of those. We need to pick kelp from a lake. I don't know why we need to do that. Oh, God. But we need to do that. I don't know what kelp looks like. I'm guessing it's this? Is this kelp? Are you kelp? No? Is this? It's a big oyster. Okay, we got a pearl. It's not what we needed, but it's something. Okay. I forgot we immediately sink in water. Okay, so what does kelp look like? Like I'm not expecting it to come with a picture, but okay. What is used for high tier crafting? I don't think that's gonna be helpful for us, if I'm being honest. Maybe this is kelp. This little bit sticking out of the water. That doesn't make a ton of sense, but maybe. Alright. Let's get in the water and let's check it out. No, that's more of the fake kelp. Like the fake river plant. There's a cave right there. We need scuba diving equipment, I believe, because they added that at some point. I don't like when I look at the water and my vision just turns blue. Alright. Again, I'm just looking around for anything. That might be kelp. There's a little node at the bottom. It looks kind of obnoxious to spot. That's probably kelp. Is this kelp? Do I need an axe for it? Yes. Okay, cool. Alright, we needed... I don't remember how many of those we needed. Let's get out of the water so we can check real quick. Also, don't even consider getting in the water if you're being chased by an animal. Oh, these spoil too. Okay. Edible has low. Wait, so why? I mean, it's a food source. It's not a terrible food source. It's not great. That's not helping with my protein problem, but... Alright, well, that's a thing to remember. I will say, I'm glad there's at least tooltips now, where it's like, do each of these things. That'll get you vaguely started. It's better than the old version was. There's an island over there. That wouldn't be a bad place to set up shop. How do we get back and forth, though? Because I don't think there's boats in this. Alright, it is what it is. I will say, also, I've noticed we are not immediately hitting the starving to death. So that's good. It's not hitting us for poison. Oh my god, there's another world border. Alright, so... I can't zoom out either. They made the world border the same as, like, the transition borders as well, which is not amazing visually. Alright, I guess we're walking around to the other side of the lake. Let's sprint. We're already starving. It is what it is. Yeah, but we need to hunt a chicken. We need to try to at least set up a base or a camp or something. I do not want to get pestered about this game again. Oh, there's a chicken. I think it's a chicken. We gotta wait for it to stop so I can shoot it with an arrow. Where'd it go? Maybe it ran over the hill. If I remember right, we basically have to get dead still, stop, crouch, and then we can shoot an arrow. Or else we're just not gonna hit anything. Did it just disappear on me? Like, what? What's going on with this? Hello? Like, it straight up disappeared. Maybe it slipped around up onto the rocks? No? I'm not seeing anything, chat. Alright, well. Looks like the survival gamer is not eating well tonight. What is this? That is a wolf. Yep. Alright, well, we're gonna just continue walking around. I was gonna grab a crate, but, you know. It is what it is. I suppose it could be over here on the shoreline somewhere. Yep. No, it's a rabbit. Again, rabbits aren't helpful. I don't know how much meat they give. Presumably not a lot, but we need a chicken, because we need the feathers. It'll also maybe help us to not starve to death in case we find any matches. I suppose we could also make the fire starter kit. We got very lucky with that biofuel early. Again, my main issue with this game back in the day was the fact of, like, there was no end game, and the fact of all the crate searching kind of just it didn't really have any... Oh, there's a chicken. I can't see him, though. There he is. Oh. No, that's a rabbit. Thought it was a chicken for a second. Do I need... Oh, no, that's not one of the plants I can actually harvest. I also hate the backwards mouse. That's very obnoxious. Can I not hotkey to these? Okay, I can. I've lost my train of thought completely. Oh, the crate system. It just kind of doesn't really encourage any particular... The player has no agency in it. It's the thing in like game design that's like being able to actually move forward and take action. Like, realistically, if I don't have any nails early game, like, because I started out and I needed a bunch of nails, and I do have a few, I have enough to build a platform, a wall, and a doorway, but not a door. Like, if I wanted more of that, I'd need to either get a forge, which would require relying on those same kind of drops. Because I think you need that kind of stuff to craft a forge. Maybe they changed it. I don't know. So I can smelt and make more nails. Regardless, the problem is it always comes back to the you're gonna need more nails, or you're gonna need more random resources, or you're gonna need something that comes from a crate. Which just basically means wander around and help you avoid wolves. And that's kind of where I'm at the moment. I'm just kind of wandering around, hoping the resources I've stumbled across are the correct ones to keep me alive. Like, we found one feather. I've been checking every crate available. Can't tell if that's a crate, or a log, or a wolf. Oh, I'm malnourished. Alright, the poison damage started. Is it gonna continuously do that? Yep. Alright, cool. To clarify, we started yesterday. We have... Let's eat the grub, I guess, to stop that pinging us continuously. I'd love to have used that for, How is... Our hunger meter's out. How is... Oh, you know what? The game gave us a tip. Let's check, see if this is a chicken. If it is, yes. Alright. Can we pick up that arrow? No, it is lost to the void. Oh, there's a waterfall. That's nice. That's the first actual, like... Ooh, there's a bear. This is the first major site we've seen. The game gave us a tip. Go check water for food. Let's go collect a bunch of kelp. Let's prevent starving damage. Supposedly this will help. I don't think it will. Like, I think because we're malnourished, we're just steadily going to starve to death. We need to craft more bullets, and I probably will in a second once I get to the water's edge. Also, there went one of our 2 arrows. Yeah, I know, I'm malnourished. I thought that would at least push our proteins up to 1, but I guess not. Realistically, of course it wouldn't. If we were starving in like an actual survival scenario, a single grub isn't going to do anything. On the other hand, in an actual survival scenario, a gun could actually kill a rabbit or chicken in a way that wouldn't evaporate it into mist, so... Alright. Well, we made some bullets. Alright, we are looking for kelp, because that's a source of easy food. It'd be nice to see anything if I didn't have the constant bleed effect on my screen. Okay, quickly eat this. Eat. To boost my hunger, so that it'll quit doing that. You know what? It is technically bringing up my hunger meter. That's something. The problem with, realistically, like, just eating nothing but, well, kelp, obviously, would just not be an amazing food source. in real life. Like, as a continuous thing to... It's like if you just ate nothing but kelp from a river. First off, kelp from a river or lake. But second off, if you just ate nothing but that, you would eventually just starve to death of protein starvation. What is this more kelp? This looks like kelp. I hope it's kelp. Alright. Let's quickly... let's get back up to the surface. Thing is, I don't know what happens when we run out of energy and water. I'm gonna guess we just sank to the bottom and never, like, resurface. Alright. I don't remember what my point was with the sentence. I've lost the train of thought, just thinking about the, well, what do I do now kind of thing. The thing I was going to say, though, interesting fun fact. Do I only have 2 bullets for this gun? Is that what that indicates? Unload. I have 2... I crafted bullets. I crafted a singular bullet. Alright. Whatever. It is what it is. We're survival gamers. We can handle this. The thing I was going to say, fun fact about people who've survived off in the woods, you know, people who've got lost, basically surviving off of small game exclusively. I forget what the name of it is, but essentially they'll end up in a scenario where they eat nothing but, like, rabbits and something else. And the problem is that you're not actually getting enough nutrients from those to be, like, helpful for your body. And so they'll gorge themselves, essentially, because they're starving to death. And their body's like, you have to eat. And in reality, like... Ooh... you know what? Again, the one positive thing I will say, in the old version, if I was over there and the bear was right there, it would have already been on me and I would have already been dead. Come on. It's been 30 seconds since it's been less than 30 seconds since I left the water. Hopefully this has blueberries in it. Oh, it did actually have blueberries in it. Wow. Alright, eat that. We got a bandage. Oh God. We metabolize like a nuclear engine. Again, if we could hunt small game, that would be perfectly fine, but we cannot. This is completely useless. This will evaporate. Chickens and rabbits are unkillable with guns. They are completely killable with guns, but it mangles them, and then you don't get any resources out of it. Hunting with a gun is completely unreasonable in a survival scenario. What are you talking about? Oh, but it'd break the balance. It's like, this is a survival game. I'm in a survival scenario. Why am I being punished for doing what any reasonable person would? I'm gonna be really annoyed if I can hunt with a rifle as well. Because it's that thing of like, so you're telling me a deer can be, not a deer, a chicken can be hit with a rifle and survive. Or not survive, but come out in one piece that you can actually eat. But a pistol round, it would completely destroy the creature. What am I hitting these with? Like hollow points? Incendiaries? Like what? We hit the fence again. We've not been traveling that long. Like, we circled the lake and we hit the fence again. Alright. I guess let's just wander this way then. I'm be honest, chat. I'm so exhausted with this game, and it's been no time. I've spent the better part of an hour just wandering in circles, looking for these stupid crates so I can start to set up a base so that I can eventually begin the grind of, like, just setting up materials. I don't know. Again, it's better than when I played it last time. I very much appreciate that. It's not as insanely just... a mess. Again, I don't want to be overly harsh to the dev, because they are still working on it. And, you know. Uh, on the other hand, like, I get pinged bi-yearly for this. Because I did not give this a fair enough shot. Apparently. I have nothing else to add. Like, ugh. Alright. Eventually, we're gonna just hit the point where we started as well. I just realized. Oh, there's a crate. Please have food in it. Because we have not encountered any chickens. We do have food in it. Alright, that's something. Eat. It said we could combine those, I just realized. I read it after the fact. Nothing we can do in our main menu. Alright, so we presumably need it. Oh, there's a moose. Are you kidding me? Alright. I'm just trying to think of how to not make this character immediately starve to death. Again, even if we got a chicken, even if we got 2 chickens with 1 arrow, I don't think that would keep us alive for more than, 5 minutes. Like, how much drastically would that boost up our hunger bar, you know? Again, I'm not trying to be mean to the dev. I'm not complaining in that sense. Like, props to him. He made a game. Good for him. Like, the core loop is there. It's a good foundation. But I'm also just like, people have been so insistent. Like, persistent in pestering me about this game. Like, they will not leave me alone about this stuff. And I'm just like, for this? Anyway, let's check this crate and see what it has in it. This is actually a lot of food. Alright. Eat this. Probably just gonna eat all of it, considering. Yeah? Alright. We're surviving at the moment. And again, it comes back to that core problem of, where'd I get all the supplies from? A crate. I just wandered around and found a crate. And then once I got the crate, I'm doing a little bit better. And I'm not... I want to say this part, and this is not an insult. This game is perfectly described by its title. You don't survive in this game, because it's not a survival game. It's a subsistence game. It is a game where you're never really on the, like, right foot. You're always kind of just... There's a chicken. Really? Really? Alright, well... Like, you're never on a good foot. You're always just... You're out of supplies, you don't have enough stuff, you're barely making it. And I will say, I love that conceptually as a concept. Like, I love playing games where you barely have enough supplies or materials and you really have to scrape the bottom of the barrel to, like, get anywhere. But the problem is, there's no barrel to scrape. I'm literally just wandering in circles, hoping I find enough crates. I'm doing the thing I did in the 7-Day Superflat, where I'm just hoping to stumble across random piles of trash. But even in that case, I still had, like, relatively, like, choices on what to do. I could go to the wasteland to get better loot. I could go to, the frozen zone, and, like, not as many trash bags, but easier to spot against the ground. I don't think we can go to the snow zone. I think the snow zone will instantly kill us for some reason. Can I just grab this chicken? He's faster than us. No, I cannot. I'll just grab the crate, and then I'll be happy with it. Like, there was an active choice to be made in the scenario. Whereas this, I mean... What is this? A 44 round. That's not helpful. I mean, I appreciate having it, but... Decreases your protein. Of course it does. I mean, that logistically makes sense, yes. But also... Oh, more cordage. I got an achievement just then. Um, the thing is, as a player in the moment, what choice actively do I have? Like, none. I basically have a checklist to do. And that's another reason, and I'm not dismissive, why I compared it to Cookie Clicker. Because it has that same kind of initial core loop. And I suppose that is being rather reductive with it, like, to say, oh, it is essentially Cookie Clicker because, you know, you have to do things in quote-unquote an order, which I suppose with Cookie Clicker you actually don't, but regardless. Eh. I'm rambling at this point. Let's just get a fire set up. Do we want to try to set up a base? I think we actually have the materials, so we could actually try to build a base tonight. Is this a good place to set up the base? I don't know. I really don't think there's any good place to set up a base in this game. Near one of the caves might be an alright idea, but I don't know if we need anything actually from the caves within the next 100 hours. Like, you know. Come on. Alright, now I need a fire making kit. Because, yeah. So we basically, assuming we don't starve to death, because we're already out of protein again, we have enough materials to survive for tonight and tomorrow. Alright, so look in here. This. Add fuel. Ignite. Alright, then we can, I think, cook our canteen, and that'll steadily turn into clean water. Alright, is there any active choices we can make as a player? We can set up a foundation, we can set up a base command unit, it allows advanced building options. We might be able to set up a storage crate. We do need to put our stuff down, eventually, because if we die, we lose all of it. It just, I mean, it'll be in the chest, but, like, realistically, like, we will lose it, because we will then have to do a run back to try to grab it. Alright. Now we need more cordage. I forgot this game runs on cordage. So we can probably make a foundation. We can't even make a foundation and a chest out of that. Alright, cool. Well, we can make a foundation. We can make a foundation. We can make... We'll make a foundation, a wall, and a command unit, and see what we can craft. See what options those unlock. Again, maybe past this starting point, they've really, like, boosted everything up, and it'll be a lot more reasonable. I realize we have to craft a bunch more planks as well. Ooh. Okay. I mean, we got something to do at night at least. It's mostly just crafting, but that is something. Hello? Alright. Water's clean, which means we can drink water. I just realized, is there any reason not to continuously just refuel the fire endlessly? I suppose not, because we need the ashes anyway. Alright. Platform is crafted. We need more planks, which is crafting. And then, no, we do need planks for that as well, so we need to just go ahead and do that. Let's convert them all into it. That leaves us with 2 wood. I don't think we're going to run out of wood during the night, because last fire only required 1. Again, this game's weirdly, like... It has such a bizarrely dedicated, like, hardcore survival fan base. Like, the people who genuinely are like, this is the most intense survival game possible. It's not. But, like, then you turn around and it's like, oh yeah, do I need to, like, dry out wood? Do I need to do this? Do I need to, like, yada yada yada? And it's like, no, 1 log will do it. You're fine. Which, again, that's a perfectly valid thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing for this game. I'm more just saying, like, it's weird the amount of energy people have with it. to then turn around and just be like, I don't know. Alright. Build this here. I like the animation. That's a very nice touch. That's a cool thing they added. I don't know if that's chicken or rabbit. Whatever it is, it's there mocking me. Alright. And then we should be able to craft this out to the... We could have crafted the chest instead. No, we'd need to go find more of the... Whatchamacallit, that's right. So let's just wait for this to get done. Do that. Alright, and then we'll save our extra logs. Is the moon out? The Aurora Borealis is out again, but is the moon out? No. No, there it is. Okay. Can we watch the moon? It's not really moving. Alright. Realistically, if we want to, like, turn this into an actual base camp, we'd probably want... as counterintuitive as it is, let's put wall here. Hello? Wall here. And then our component thing on this side, so that way, because I don't think enemies can attack us from down there. They would need to get up around towards us. I don't know how hard that would be for them, mind you, but... something. Oh, I forgot we have the glow stick. Alright, access. Base online. So, now this is the problem. This will start spawning enemy bases around us. Okay, we can craft a lockpick. It's something. Craft a light, floodlight, switches, wood burner. Yeah, I was talking about one of them earlier. We need that to create crops. To create a bed. Oh, it needs feathers now. It needs feathers and cloth. Okay. You know what? Like, that's... Well, I mean, the cloth is basically still either relying on cotton or relying on chests. So that's an issue. But, you know, relatively speaking, that's progress. Alright. Plant bed, generator. Yeah. So, the core gameplay loop, last I checked... Oh, you actually need to craft them in order. Like, you actually need each of them now to, like, be a thing. Okay. That's really good, actually. Like, that's progress. Again, I haven't played this in 5 years. And 5 years ago, it was lacking. So this is nice. I like this kind of progression. It's like, this is the kind of things I was talking about in my initial complaints with this game years ago. Then again, 5 years ago, I have no idea why people were still showing up and being like, you were so mean to it, again, when it didn't have all of this stuff. Okay, so the core loop, from what I remember, is we build generators to power, I think it's a refinery? No. There's like a mass generator or something. It makes the material. It's this. We need basically both resources to stack on each other. And that's the core loop when setting up a base. It's just to have enough of it to, like, keep everything running and generating its trickle of resources. They've added more items from what I've seen. There's the vehicle bay where we can make an ATV. They're not apparently very good, according to the few reviews. Yeah. See, there's the message. Well, that's a bummer. Alright. Add more fuel. Oh, wow, that actually did eat all of that fuel. That's weird. It's so inconsistent with it. Okay. It is what it is. I guess we just keep exploring. Keep seeing if we can find more crates. Use our final arrow on a chicken. Continue the loop and all that. Hope we don't starve to death. Again, if we can keep finding crates, we're fine. Also, I cannot... it's not early enough. I have to... Or it's still too early. I have to still stand by the fire. Because if not, I'll freeze to death, and that means I'll starve to death. And... yeah. I was so positive for like a minute. I was like, oh wow, you know, this is actually great. Now I'm back in the annoyed mode. Maybe I got too close to the cold region or something. I was like, I need to go north, and I'm like, actually, I can't go north. There's an entire icy mountain in the way. You know what? My protein meter is already empty. I guess it realistically does not matter if I start taking cold damage. Like, the meter is at 0. It's not going to decrease from 0 any faster. I know there's seasons in this game as well. It starts in March, so we realistically should not be really dealing with anything too crazy in terms of temperature changes. There's a cougar, there's a bear, and there's a little waterfall. That's nice. I will also say, I'm not seeing any crates in this area. I keep getting too close to the cold region, and it keeps pinging me. And maybe it has like a transition zone, where it's like if you're in the area of it. Also, bear, cougar, wolf. Like, literally a radius around the player. Because that's the ice area, and I'm pretty sure there's a fence just over that hill. So I guess we're going to walk back to the shoreline and hope more, oh, there's a chicken. More crates have spawned. I still have no idea where we need to aim with the bow to hit the chicken, because where the arrow tip is not where we, like, our arrows go. I don't know how drastic the fall off is in this. No, that's a plant. I was like, oh, he stopped, actually. Yeah, but we need another chicken so we can actually make more arrows, so we have a chance to survive. I'm malnourished again. And I know what you're saying. Couldn't we just use the pistol? No, we cannot. We have bullets for it, but... a guns to hunt game is unreasonable. We're a survival gamer. We use exclusively bow and arrows to hunt wild game. Ugh. Again, I'm glad there's an actual sense of progression in the game now. Like, that's positive. I'm not just gonna sit and continuously be this hostile to it the entire time. Maybe I will a little bit, but not in an actual mean sense. Come on. I will say that. There's the wolf. Alright. Again, the fact we are not immediately shredded. Fantastic. Like, that is so good at progression. In terms of development. Because again, it was awful. Like, it was spawn in, hear a growl, immediately have to sprint, and hope you're not sprinting in the direction of the growl. Ugh. Okay, next crate. Hopefully there's some food in this one. There's more metals. Well. That is a bear. I'm just gonna cross the river and leave him alone. Alright. Oh, it is freaking out on me. Yeah, the game is not having a fun time. Let's save, just in case it, like, full crashes and dies on me. I know this is a terrible place to save, but also, like, I don't know if there's a good place to save in this game. Like, a lot of it is just slowly kind of starving to death, so, like, realistically, we're just getting the real gamer experience. Like, the real survival gamer experience. Subsisting. I don't know. Again, I don't want to just be overly harsh to it. Okay, that is a crate. And did we get... what is this? Tomato seed. Well, that's something. There's a bear. Again, it is very nice to not immediately be eviscerated for making the mistake of walking over a hill. I mean, we could jump in the lake and try to find more kelp. That did technically help a little bit. But honestly, I feel like... Oh, there's another rabbit. There's a chicken. Nothing. Yeah. Again, I could just shoot it with the gun, but... wouldn't do me any good. And there's a cougar. Everything spawns in a circle. Wolf. There's another one back this way, but I think he moved that direction. Maybe he is that wolf. Maybe I'm just, like, processing it weird. I get it, I'm malnourished. There's nothing I can do about it. Again, it's been 3 days in-game. Like, my dude has been dropped off. I don't know if my dude was, like, massively starved before this. But you can go more than 3 days without specifically protein. Like, is it great for you over time? No, but, like, you don't just evaporate. Again, better than the old, like, your hunger meter hits 0, immediately take 1 point of damage every 3 seconds kind of thing. I think how the old one functioned. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe I'm misremembering. We're just gonna head back to the lake and hope we can find some resources. And by resources, I just mean kelp to eat. Because I'm not seeing a ton of crates. I mean, we did see a few, but they were mostly just metal crates. And now I don't have any more arrows as well. I just realized. Because we can't craft any more arrows. So we don't have any feathers. Because we did not kill a chicken with any of those arrows. I suppose we could shoot a chicken and see if it gives us an arrow. Or will it evaporate all of the materials from it? Did I even hit it? What? Yeah, it did take off running. And it disappeared. Huh. Alright, well. I was like, we could test to see whether or not it actually gives feathers. Alright. Well, let's see if it actually gives feathers, though. We won't get any meat from this because it's been mangled. Yep. Ruined. I cannot harvest this. A single bullet was enough to obliterate this chicken. Feathers, unrecoverable. Meat, incapable of being eaten. A total waste of everybody's time. Again, I'm just... This is the most hardcore survival game you've never played. For good reason. I just realized as well, this lake is not a lake, because there is a fence in the way. So we can't actually get anything from it. We're going to have to walk all the way up and around to this lake, which is a real lake. I mean, we could walk this way and hope there's like a small pond full of kelp or something. I think we're probably just going to die. And I might stop the stream. I might not stop the stream, but I might, like, move on to something else. I don't know. Do y'all want to see more of this? Are people enjoying this game? I mean, I guess I kind of am enjoying it, but I'm more enjoying it in spite of the game than I'm enjoying it because of the game, if that makes any sense. Again, maybe it's on me. Maybe day one I should have immediately been in that lake grabbing as much kelp as I could carry. It looks like it expires, though, from the little bar at the bottom whenever I ate it, though. So I don't think it would matter. Is there anything... I can't eat the fat or anything. So yeah, I'm just dead. Alright, well, rip this life, I guess. Let's see how far away it spawns me. I'm dead. Yeah. All of my items will now despawn in 20 minutes. I have to get back to that point. Oh, I could reload less safe. That's not helpful. You no longer spawn with a free weapon. Craft your own. Yeah, that gun we had is gone now. It does not exist anymore. It evaporates the second we die. So now we have to run from this location to here in 20 minutes or all of our items are gone. And before this game, like, got updated a bunch, it used to be to the point where if a wolf encountered you along that path, anywhere, it would immediately kill you, and you would lose all your items, because you would have died, and you would have dropped a new loot bag. And, yeah. But that gun, it's not going to be in the crate. We don't get that. The gun is gone. We have to craft a fresh gun from scratch, which requires cloth. Again, you're like, well, how much help is a gun? Not as much as you'd think. We can't hunt big game, or we can't hunt any of the big game with it. A wolf takes about a full clip of ammo, which we did not have. Chickens and rabbits, completely useless to hunt with it. Is that a cave? No, okay. Bears are not affected by anything like smaller than shotguns or rifles, so no small game rounds will work on it. I say small game rounds as if, like, no small caliber rounds will work on it. Like, which makes sense. It's a bear, you know what I mean? On the other hand, it is kind of obnoxious whenever it's like, you know. Oh god, I just remembered. I think dying in this game as well, once we have a bed, costs resources. Like, it eats through the resources, presumably to prevent people from just, like, respawning with full, like, health and all that kind of stuff. Thought I saw something for a second. I mean, this map's not that large, realistically. So, like, respawning endlessly might not be a terrible idea. Again, I cannot imagine if we played this on the highest difficulty, with limited lives and all that kind of stuff. This would be miserable. I mean, not that we died quickly. We died very slowly, in fact. Just kind of slowly evaporated. There's another wolf. You know what I just realized? I am playing on easy, so maybe they do tone down the wolf's, like, radius on easy. Maybe not, but, like, I hope it's not. I hope it is just, like, across the game they tone down their radius so they aren't immediately, like, you know, zomboids at the moment. Zombies at the moment. I said zomboids twice. Alright. We're not that far away. Also, I realized, on the run over, we've not found a single crate so far. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Which, again, it does feel kind of ridiculous to be like, we need to look for all the little pouches of goodies on the ground, rather than, like, harvesting them. I feel like that's my main, like, issue I had back in the day as well, was, like, so much of the game, it's wanting to be both things. It's wanting to be a survival game, but it's also wanting to be a build a base and, like, fight off enemies and all this other stuff. And the problem is it kind of never really meshes the two. Which is why so much of the game is just looking for random crates on the ground. Despite the fact it has such a weirdly intense survival fan base. Which, again, I'm not trying to diss the dev with that or any of that. But, oh, well, this is a bad sign. Alright. Let's hope my prediction from earlier doesn't come true. So, we might be stuck in a death loop now. Like, this might be the end of this save. Period. There might not be anything we can do from this point. So, 5 years ago, on this game, like, whenever I played it originally, we're almost to our stuff, by the way. If you did not have full clothing, you would start taking cold damage when it rained. Because you'd develop hypothermia, which is a reasonable thing to happen. But the main issue is the fact of you would die from hypothermia very quickly, mind you. And you would respawn in the rain. And the problem is there's nothing you could do about it. You would respawn in the rain, proceed to die, respawn in the rain, proceed to die, respawn in the rain, proceed to die. And again, your backpack would delete whenever you had another death. So you just endlessly get stuck in that loop. We have reached our backpack though. Again, we did not get the pistol back, because the pistol evaporates when we die. Goodbye, pistol. You will not be missed. I mean, you will eventually be missed whenever I'm attacked by a wolf, but... yeah. I have no more arrows. So that chicken is just taunting me. Can I grab it? I vaguely remember being able to grab chickens. We'll try. We are catching up with him. Kinda. No? There's a wolf. There was a wolf over that hill. We ran directly into him. We're just gonna keep running. Like, stopping to fight him will not help us. I can still hear him behind us, by the way, but, like, we're just gonna keep moving. Hopefully, eventually, he will lose aggro. And you know, humans are persistent predators, which realistically means this rabbit will eventually stop. But he won't, because that's not this game. Oh. We are a hardcore survival gamer. And I'm gonna become the junkler. Ugh. It is what it is. I still think we can grab chickens. I don't know if there's a method, because I don't think we can make like a snare or any of that kind of stuff. No. Not that I see of. Well. Let's check our checklist again. Yeah, no. Basically hunt a small animal with a bow. But again, the problem is, we need feathers. And we either have to rely on a crate, or we have to hunt a chicken. You know, with feathers. We don't have. Again, I have no idea why the dev decided to make it where you can't hunt chickens with, like, an actual gun. Like, realistically, hunting with a pistol, not a great idea. On the other hand, you know, if you're desperate scenario, like, it'd work, you know. Like, I'd even take a percentage-based, you hit it in a bad spot, and, you know, you lose a lot of the resources, and you mostly just get feathers out of it, or you hit it with too large of a round, and it just, you know, destroys it. Alright, you know? But you used a pistol round, this is completely... Oh. Blueberries. Wow. Alright. Let me look at blueberries real quick. Combined with water for slightly more nutritious gain. I had water in here. Does it drain my water when I die? I don't have words to describe this. Like, this is... We only have the materials to make one more campfire as well. Like, no, actually we do have two. Because we found a biofuel somewhere. I don't know where we found it, but we did apparently find a biofuel. We shouldn't set up camp on this island, honestly. That wouldn't help during winter, because I think the lakes will freeze and all that, and enemies could just walk over. But, like, realistically, this would not be a terrible place. I guess we'd have to cross the river every day, but... We're already doing a massive amount of walking and all that kind of stuff, so I mean... whoop-de-doo type thing, you know? I guess let's hop back in the river, let's try to get some kelp. Try to keep our meters filled. I don't see any kelp down there. Chat, I'm gonna go insane. It's an entire fence. It just appears. It appears Every time I make progress in any direction, anywhere I'm go, I'm just like, oh yeah, we should head here. We should do this. We should look around. We just hit the fence. And I know why that is. I get it. It's because this entire area I've not explored properly. So I'm basically just on this one world border. But man, is it bad that there's just a generic metal fence around this entire, like, quote-unquote survival game. Like, every time I get into it, it just takes me out of it so quickly. Let's peek our head down here again. Again, I don't see any kelp is the problem. This, to clarify, by the way, this is not kelp. I know that looks like kelp or something. That's not kelp. Kelp is a little tiny resource node at the bottom of lakes. We can eat it for a very small amount of food, and it is not helpful. But it's what the game told us to do, so who am I to argue? Okay, I guess let's walk the shore again a bit and head that direction, and we can circle back towards base. We'll probably starve to death during that time, but not a lot else we can do. See if we can find some crates, though. Get something out of it. But, like, even with all those things I can craft now, I don't exactly have another... I guess I do have a choice as what I do moving forward, but not in a way that matters. Can I sneak up on you? You're not facing me. No, I cannot. I guess that was a little unrealistic. You're not going to be able to sneak up on a wild rabbit. Oh, come on. Oh, he paths really well, too. Again, I don't want to up around a hill and immediately into a wolf again. Because it wouldn't help my situation any. Because we also don't have the pistol. I just realized we lost all our pistol rounds, too. Because it was in the gun when it got evaporated. I should have... As insane as this sentence is, I should have unloaded the pistol so that in case I died, it did not eat my weapon. The most realistic survival... The game does not claim to be the most realistic survival game, by the way. Like, it's the fans specifically that were claiming that kind of thing. Again, I'm not... if anything from this stream, I do not want me to come across as I'm just, like, dissing the dev so much for this. The dev has a specific vision for what this game is, and you know what? He's been working on it for the last 10 years. Good for him. You know, like, it is what it is. But man, does it attract some very vocal people. I'm also very glad we are not immediately freezing to death in the rain. It's so much nicer. Ugh. Again, those death loops were brutal. Alright. There's a crate. Let's open it up, see what we got. We got more metal. Getting so much... Why can't we get planks from that? Alright. Getting so much metal. And nothing else. Maybe we can craft something with the metal that I'm missing. That'll be super helpful. There's a bear. No, wolf, I think, actually. Let's just move back towards base. Let's pick up any crates we can. Let's see if we can craft stuff. The food situation is still not... Oh, I got blueberries at some point. We'll eat those. If not, they will melt in our pocket within minutes, so... Better to eat it and get something out of it than immediately lose it. We got a feather. We got one feather, chat. That means we can make 2 arrows. No, we need another stick. Alright, we can make a stick real quick, though. Yeah. Speaking of which, I need to collect more wood. Why are we making... I just processed. Why are we making it out of nails? We have scrap metal. We do have scrap metal, yeah. Maybe it's easier to justify nails. I don't know. I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question it at the moment. we're just gonna try to focus on all of this. Collect the crates. Look for chickens. We now have 2 shots to try to take out another chicken. Still have no idea how to hit a chicken with this bow. You'd think where your arrow is, but that didn't seem to work. My next guess is maybe slightly left, maybe slightly right, maybe a little over. Maybe I need to be having it where it's just at the base of the neck of the arrow. I'm guessing, honestly. Things are not intuitive in this game sometimes. Honestly, a lot of the time. And again, like, it is what it is. Like, as much as I hate the crates thing, like, you know, that part's not too bad to interpret. I think it's just the issue of, also with the, like, hunting, it's like, the arrows I have in my inventory, but, like, the extra feathers and all that, is the most I've had in my inventory this entire time. Like, you know, I can go ahead and craft 2 more arrows, I'll have 6 arrows, and that'll be more arrows than I've gotten this entire session. And it's the problem of, like, I can't really risk using them, but I have to use them in order to get more feathers, or I'm relying purely on RNG. I don't know. This would have been a good place to set up base as well. Little cave area. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, this is probably a bear spawn point or something. Some random location. So a bear would probably spawn directly on me, so that probably wouldn't be very good. I don't know. It is what it is. Is what it is. Let's get up this hill. Let's hope there's not a wolf at the top of it. I will say this region just... Oh, what was that? Oh, I'm too cold. Ooh, that is a bear. Alright. Let's move around the bear. I just realized it's nighttime, isn't it? Or maybe it's because I'm wet. Don't take that sentence out of context. I think it's because my character is wet that it's like I'm freezing now. Which I guess we were standing in the rain for a while. Again, that I'm fine with. It's like, alright, it's punishing me because we're near the cold area, we're soaking wet, we stood out in the rain for a while, you know. I mean, there's not a lot we could do about it, mind you. But, like, it at least makes more sense than, you know, your character got in the rain for half a second. That's a wolf. Run! I'm out of stamina. We're just gonna keep moving. That's a moose. I cannot see a thing, chat. Oh, we have a glow stick. That is painful to look at, too. Alright. Oh, we're freezing now. I could set up a campfire right here, I suppose. We might want to do that, honestly. Thing is, I need to set up near water, so I can go ahead and boil water. There is no water nearby. You know what? The cold won't immediately kill me. It's mostly just draining stamina. So let's head back to base. And let's... Because we're not that far away, realistically. Maybe it is killing me. I don't know. Oh, it is killing me relatively quickly, actually. It's 2 damage every time it does that screen flash. Yeah, we'll go ahead. We're feet away from the base, and we're setting up a campfire, because if not, we will die. Alright. Well, now rather than walking to the base, we're just standing here out in an open field. Craft this. Add the fuel. And then whenever that gets done crafting, Go ahead and throw it in, and then we can hopefully not freeze to death. Alright. Boil the water real quick. Still have no food as well, which is a bummer. We can get a grub from this tree, though. So that's something. I think this is the only type of tree that gives a grub, and they respawn every so many days. There's fishing in this game, by the way. I don't remember it being very amazing, because you essentially needed a fishing rod, I think a tackle, and a grub. And I do technically have a grub. I'm already out of protein again, which I suppose is fair. I haven't eaten any protein today. We eat the grub. I hate to. Again, it'd be better for fishing, but like in the moment, like we don't have a choice. I guess we do have a choice. We could starve to death. It's an option. This is a game with a variety of options. So what do we do now? Look through what we can craft, which again is still not much. We need more feathers. Okay, I was like, maybe it tells us like an alternate way to get feathers or something, other than just crates or exclusively chickens, but no. I know apparently they added eagles, and you can't hunt an eagle to get feathers. You have to climb up a mountain or something, like scale a cliff face kind of thing, in order to actually get feathers from it, or from the nest specifically. As again, any attempt to hunt an animal in this game will result in presumably just pain. You know what? I'm sitting and wondering, what do we need to make? Yeah, so we would need cloth to make that anyway. We can craft a pistol exclusively out of scrap metal, wood, and cordage. All right, I'm not gonna do the this is an intense survival game thing again, but like also, yeah. Again, I'd much rather actually be able to get the like weapons and all that in a reasonable like resource or time frame. I'm not actually dissing that part of it, but I am kind of mocking the amount of energy that like again the like what's this? Iron fragments. Oh. We could get a pickaxe, we could make a rifle real quick. I say real quick, I mean over the span of a few days and another 5 deaths. Yeah, and I just don't know what the right path forward is. I would much rather be able to craft it from nonsense like this. It's like I'm just rending random metal bits into a item and being done with it. It is kind of goofy in that case that I can't make a nail from random bits of metal, but you know, like it does need some sort of progression system, I suppose. Oh, we could have made a t-shirt out. No, we need cloth. I was like, oh, that's not that bad. And I saw the cloth requirement. And I'm like, actually, that is that bad. And then that takes one of the starter shirts. That takes one of the better shirts. Okay, that one just takes cloth. That one just takes cotton, cloth, and rope. So to make a sweater, we need to have access to farming, finished farming enough cotton, and killed a cougar in order to get sinew. That certainly is a lot for a sweater. Okay, let's see what the other things require. Light pants, more cloth, medium pants. Okay, each of those just require the next one. That also, to make boots requires killing a cougar. Winter jacket. Combat helmet. That takes alloy sheets. Combat vest also takes alloy sheets. Alright, so basically we need to get to the tech level where we can hunt a cougar before we can make any reasonable amount of progress in wearing clothing. I mean, we could make really cheap shirt and pants, I suppose. We need feathers, too. What do we need feathers for pants for? like again, we're not like adding padding to these pants, presumably, are we? I don't know. It is what it is. Um, we're gonna leave this fire running because, well, it's not quite daytime yet, and on top of that, whenever we return to this location, we could probably go and collect the ashes at some point in the future. I say that as if I'm gonna continue. I might continue playing this game. I don't know. Again, it's, and I'm not being mean to the dev here. It's not amazing so far. It has a lot of the same flaws it did 5 years ago, and there's not a lot of agency at the moment. On the other hand, a lot of things have been toned down quite drastically. There have been improvements made, and the dev is continuously making updates to it. So, like, I do appreciate that. I'm not dissing the dev for that or any of that kind of stuff. But I'm also just like, what am I even doing? Alright. I thought it was enough. I thought it was daytime enough for me to actually start moving, but it's not. We have to run back to the fire or we'll freeze to death. Well, it's March in game, by the way. Like, it is. I think this is day 4 now. Doesn't tell us what day it is. No, it tells us that it's May, though. We have a compass, I just realized. Yeah, we do have a compass. We have a compass and a map. Huh. Alright. Very random. Alright. I guess we could also see the... Can we? Give me a second. No. I was like, can we change that to Fahrenheit? Because I don't know Celsius that amazingly. I know 0 is freezing and I think 30 is boiling? No, that doesn't sound right. I don't know Celsius, I'll be honest. What is that? That is a moose. He's just walking up on me. Please don't. I cannot kill you with a bow. If I had a bow and 100 arrows, I don't think I can kill a moose with it. Oh, thank God. Alright. We're just gonna... I don't care if we're freezing still. We're out. Okay, so we can just detect the temperature based on our relative body temperature. Don't you dare. There's a wolf right there. I'm so glad. I'm so glad this is not the old version where it's just like... Oh, of course I'm malnourished again. The second I made it back to base, the second I started moving. Alright, I guess let's get up on the hill. See if we can see any chickens or any small game to hunt. We still have a crate as well, I just realized. Like, we did not solve that problem. Actually, I suppose we could try to solve that problem real quick. Like, at that point, even if we die... I was going to say our items would be safe, but eventually, hordes of enemies will spawn in, and they will zero in on our base, and they will steal all our stuff, so... Not actually all that safe, but... How am I too cold again? Let's just try to craft a storage crate. Who cares if we die? But that was not enough. We need more of the... I'm trying not to lose it, chat. Again, I keep coming back to the word subsistence. If you wanted to occur to your coworker and you were like, "Hey Bob, how's it going?" and they said, "I'm subsisting," you'd be like, "Bob, are you okay? Are you doing alright? How's your home life going?" Your response is not going to be, "That's good." You know. Again, it's a perfectly fine way to describe this game, because that is a lot of this game, is just subsisting. You're not surviving, you're basically not at the moment dead. I think that's a harvestable bush. Let's see if we can steal that real quick. It is close to the cold zone, though, so... Yep. Grab these and get out of the cold zone, or it will kill us. Alright, so then we can use this. Craft the last one of these. I'm not even focused on survival, actually. I'm focused on building a crate so that whenever my character falls over dead, I don't have to run all the way back to grab my stuff. So I can waste the rest of the day just picking up random crates. Which, again, isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, for, like, the core elements of this game, like, that's not a horrible, like... It's a weird loop, but it's not a terrible loop. I've certainly played games with worse loops. On the other hand, the amount of people who have pestered me over 5 years to be like, it's like, no, you just don't know what survival games are. And it's like, yeah, here's the survival game. You can't hunt wild game. You can't hunt any kind of small game with any kind of ammo besides arrows. A good meta would be throw all your stuff in a chest, die, walk back to base, and dump everything in your chest, and keep doing that. Just, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh on it. I don't know. Maybe as we go, I'll be like, alright. You know. Let's just craft these real quick. It's 5 planks, that's enough. Alright, well, we have enough to throw it in a thing and be done with it. We have plenty of ashes. Like, eventually we'll be able to run a farm for at least a few minutes, I think. I don't know how many actually we need. Let's get this crate down before I kill over. I'm also out of proteins because we have not found any proteins. We found a blueberry a day ago, I suppose. It's like, should we drink our water? And I'm like, no, actually, we should not drink our water. We should immediately bank our water. Because it's not going to do us any good. We're going to die in a minute. So, like, realistically... And the thing is, I shouldn't be so negative. Maybe just over this hill, there'll be a crate with a protein bar and all these goodies and yada yada yada. I doubt it, though. So we're just going to bank everything and then be done with it. Go ahead and do this one first, because we're not dying quickly, but we are dying. So let's go ahead and throw this thing down. And this takes a while. I'm guessing this would be quicker at a base, like, thing. I said that, and I just thought about it, and I was like, no, we can't craft that here. So that's just the max speed for that. Well, we used our bandage. There's a big crate, too. How do I quick stack? Okay, I can just left click. Alright. Throw everything in here, because it is not going to help us. And then... yeah. Alright, now let's just wander off, look for crates, run them back to base before we run out of HP. That's all we really can do. I just realized we don't even have materials, I think, for a fire starter kit again tonight. No, we do, because we do have another biofuel. Does this count as exploiting in this game? Doesn't matter. It is what it is. Let's look for crates. And I suppose we could try to run all the way back to, what-you-call-it. But you know what? I just looked... There is a small, quote-unquote, pond that way. Let's head there and see if we can't find some kelp. I've changed my mind. We're not going to die here. We're going to survive. We've got 70 HP in a dream. There's a wolf. There went the dream. It is what it is. Man, this is just a sheer cliff face, isn't it? Alright. Let's hop down. No? Again, I don't want to just drop and immediately break my ankles. So I don't think I have the materials to craft a splint. Alright. I would say we'll run there, but we're going to just lightly walk there because we have no stamina. I just realized that also means if a wolf is over the hill, we kind of have nothing we can do. Oh, there's a cougar. Which HP does it have? I cannot see that. Alright. I'm guessing around 200 based on the other one's values. Let's go check out the lake. I swear, we are nowhere near the fence. So if there's a fence in this little pond right here, I don't know. Probably die. Again, like, I might check this out more. I might do, like, a playthrough of it on YouTube and just, like, edit it together and cut out a lot of this, you know, like, again, it does seem like the kind of game where it's like, if you've got 12 hours to spare to set up a base and do all this other stuff and yada yada yada, and then be able to say, alright, here's a 30-minute video where it's like, this is all the progress I made, you know? Like, that's good, but, like, otherwise. Oh, there's a kelp, I think. Alright, let's see if this is enough to stabilize us. Check the rest of this small lake for kelp. There's another one. Again, I want to see if, like, actually using the game's advice, we can stabilize the character. It wouldn't do us any good, though, because we're still dying of protein starvation. Like, I don't know, it is what it is. Eat both of them. Okay, y'all can't see my mouse. That's how much 2 gave us. Like, even if we stayed in the water and continuously found kelp. Nothing but kelp. For, like, the rest of the day. Like, I don't think it would matter. I don't know. Like, it... Again, I hate the sentence of it. I hate the idea of exploiting, quote, quote. But honestly, it seems like the better solution would be just run up, get bit by a wolf or something, respawn, run back to your base, collect all your items, and start the loop again. Let's try it, I guess. We're already out of stamina as well. Like, again, that gave us nothing. I don't know. I really hope the hunger and all that drain rate as well is also not severely boosted on the higher difficulties, because if so, that's outrageous. Also, I just realized we can't punch. What kind of game is this worth? Oh, a metal crate. We can't get into that because they require lockpicks. Maybe they don't. Maybe this one specifically. No, this is a, whatchamacallit crate. Well, that's not that helpful. Alright, let's die. Let's respawn. We're dead. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the animals level up when they kill me. Again, it really doesn't matter that drastically. Because, like, even if we have... Oh, no. Okay, so I think that's the system in place to prevent players from, like, quote-unquote cheating the system. I can't see what it is, though. It's... Okay, so... I vaguely remember this. It's kind of coincidental that we stumbled across it. I do vaguely remember reading about the fact that disease is a thing in this game. And disease, like, everyone talked about it. It did not have, like, a listed, like, what it is. Like, it's not called anything. It's called disease. And I think it's the death penalty. Like, it is what it does to prevent you from just endlessly dying and respawning. But I don't know what it does. Like, it's there. Again, I don't know if whatever, like, negative it could provide would be worse than the existing, like, negatives that you're already getting. I might be wrong. Like, maybe in a minute I'll be like, oh, damn, like, this has really messed up my day, kind of thing. But I kind of doubt it. I don't know. Let's look around. Let's look for crates. I don't think that's a crate. I think that's a bush. That's a wolf. Or no, a bear. Alright. So I guess let's just grab resources, walk back to base, dump resources, and then... yeah. If we got enough supplies to survive along the way, we survive. If not, well, I mean, we start the loop again. Again, this is a terrible way to play this game. Like, this is a really goofy, bad way to play this game. But I'm also just sitting there like, what's the other option? It's pure RNG whether or not I find the food. Even if I endlessly harvested kelp, it wouldn't have helped me. It's like, maybe I need to get better at shooting chickens, I guess? Skill issue, I suppose. I mean, I don't have issues shooting chickens in other games, but... okay, it is what it is. Mostly just hadn't encountered that many, though, as well. Again, I swear there was a way to pick up chickens as well, and you could just, like, kill them in inventory. But I don't remember how you do it, and they are very fast, so we have not caught any so far. I also don't know if it'd be worth the calories we burn sprinting after them. Okay, I don't know if there's a right way to play this game. It's not a plant I can harvest. It's very random which ones we can and which ones we can't harvest. Also, the herbal plants. I don't know where any of those are specifically supposed to be, or if we're just supposed to, like, come across them. Is this one? Yeah. I guess we just stumble across them. You know what? I'm being mean. Maybe they do have fixed points on the map, and maybe there is a, like, cleverer way to do this. I don't know. Is that... that's a deer. It's not a cougar. Yeah. Wait a minute. Is that a deer next to a cougar? No, that was a log next to a cougar. Alright, well, it is what it is. Let's run up here, check up on this hill for any crates, or to see if we can see any crates. Get back in our base, and then just... I don't know. Oh, there is a crate up here. Nice. I was not expecting one, to be honest. Well, we got a protein bar. That's something. Did these expire? No, they don't. Alright, we're gonna bank that. I know that's ridiculous, but for the moment, I mean... like, until we get a farm or something set up, is there any point in it, you know? Like... we have infinite lives. And yeah, we have the negative for whatever the death effect was, but I don't know if it matters. Maybe I'll regret it in a minute. I don't know. I know I said that already, but, like, maybe I'll genuinely be just like, oh, this was the worst idea. I don't know. I also don't know if I enjoy the tree nodes. The tree nodes are weird. Every tree gives you 4 logs, and 3 logs are needed to make a single plank. And then 4 planks are required to make a single wall. It's like, realistically, you're not making a wall out of a single, like, 4 chops on a tree, but, like, also... it's weird that, like, the ratio of it, you know what I mean? I don't know. It is what it is. It's a deer. Yeah, that is actually a deer this time. I did not accidentally mistake a cougar for a deer again. Alright. I guess let's just... I don't remember how many nails we actually have in storage, now that I think about it. It's like, we might be able to set up some actual supplies, but... I don't know if we do or not. We might have to just keep looping and doing more crates and all that kind of stuff. I will say, before I end stream, I am going to look up what the penalty is for dying in this game. Because I am vaguely curious now to see, it's like, is there any reason to, like... this is an insane sentence. Is there any reason to stay alive in this survival game? Like, does it help at all? Or does it drastically hurt your situation? I mean, yeah, we have to do a run back every day, but we're just running through a forest anyway. running through a forest after each death is not really drastically that much worse than, you know, running through a forest doing essentially the same thing. Okay, so we lose the canteen from storage every time. That's weird. Maybe it was because it was full, because it had fresh water in it. It maybe like as a thing to prevent exploiting or something. Again, I'm just at the moment I'm like I don't know if that actually matters. I guess we'll carry it with us. We respawn with that one every time anyway. Let's see what we can craft real quick. All right, grab those. Grab those. We did not get enough fibers though. I don't think we can craft a single one of the cordage. No. Alright, so that's our big bottleneck at the moment. Let's look at the crafting recipes, though. Let's see what we need to make, like, a farm or any of that kind of stuff. So, plant bed requires 8 scrap, 10 wood, 10 cordage. I don't know what we're doing with this cordage. We're sacrificing it to the survival gods in order to have a good harvest or something, I guess. And then power storage and that. We could craft some of them. I don't know why a wood burner requires cloth, but we could craft one of them, I think. Power generator. Just grab all of our materials and see what we can craft. Oh, we didn't craft the planks, actually, I just realized. Go ahead and craft all these into planks. And then let's look and see what we can craft. Alright. All of those are lights, not helpful. Wood burner. I mean, we could make biofuel. That'd give us another day's worth of fire. Process raw ore. I mean, oh, well, we don't even have enough in electronic components. Again, that's purely crates. There's nothing we can do about that. That's RNG. Alright, cool. Can't do anything about that because we don't have feathers. We could make a power generator. It wouldn't help us. Like, realistic, this does not help our survival at any point for the moment. And then this requires... it'll eventually unlock the later things. This game's left me exhausted. Ugh. I don't know. Again, I wanna say, once again, I hope the dev, like, I wish him well, like, I hope he, like, makes this into a really solid game, yada yada yada. But after 10 years of, like, I posted 5 years ago, this game has been in development for 10 years, mind you, and people are still pinging me to complain. I'm just like... It's like, I was being too mean on this game. I wasn't being mean enough! I'm kidding, of course, but also just like... What are we doing? Ugh. We're slowly waiting for planks to craft so I can build a generator that won't help me in the moment. I still don't know what death does in this game, though. Alright. Let's craft a generator, and then we're going to call it here. Oh, that's right, because it eats through all those resources every time we do it, and then it slowly refills it. So building up those materials and items increases the quantity at which we can build up those resources. When did we get a lockpick? Did we craft that? Maybe I double tapped it and it crafted it. I don't know. Oh, it does a circle around it. Alright. Now, how do I want to rotate this. How do I rotate? Alright, well... No. No. Alright, well, that doesn't really do anything. Does this require fuel? No. Yes, it does require fuel. Alright, so... That's it for this stream. I've got to go find something to eat. in real life. Should you get this game? No. I mean, if it looks interesting to you, if everything you've seen so far, you're like, yeah, this looks like my kind of game, get it, enjoy it. I hope you have fun with it. Don't come to me and insist that it's the best survival game that's ever existed and all this other stuff. Again, like, I'm not dissing anyone who enjoys this kind of thing. Of all people, I cannot complain about somebody enjoying kind of tedious games. I've been the Punch guy for the last few months. Speaking of which, people have been calling me Punch, so that's fun. Uh, like referring to me as Punch in RuneScape. So I'm like, they're like, "Hey Punch, how's it going?" And I'm like, you know what? There's worse nicknames to have. Um, but like, I don't remember what the original point was. I got sidetracked on RuneScape. Oh, so I'm not dissing people who enjoy this game or people who enjoy this like kind of thing. On the other hand, I am just exhausted by it. I basically spent 2 hours to build a platform, a wall, a generator that doesn't help me in a chest. And that was with pre-existing knowledge from whenever I played it 5 years ago, because not a ton has changed. And I will say, it has been getting regular updates. So much content's been added. It's better than it was. I'm not dissing the dev for it, but I am complaining that people pester me about it. Anyway, I'll probably be back in a year to play this game again, for sure, on stream. Because there will be more people who will show up on Reddit to bug me about it, be like, no, you don't get it. After 700 hours, you can, I don't know, cave dive or something. And that's what makes it worth it. And maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too mean with it. Regardless, I'm gonna Google what the death actually does in this game. Subsistence game death. Okay, I'm trying to look for any kind of comments. Okay, there's the wiki. That's not a good sign. Alright, reading, da 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 da. Apparently, if you eat good food, it'll boost your max health or max stamina. That's something at least. Uh, okay. Oh, dying reduces max HP. Uh, yeah. Alright. Well, I mean, dying will reduce the player's max HP. -2 on easy, -4 on normal, and -6 on hardcore. Why do they have it? I just processed. Why is there a difference between a hardcore? You have limited lives anyway. I don't know. Regardless, we're gonna stop here for tonight. If you think it's neat, I guess check it out. If not, you're probably in the same camp I am, and just like, eh. And again, to all the people who enjoy it, I'm glad. Enjoy it. On the other hand, get off of Reddit, people. Like, Jesus. Leave me alone. Ugh. We're gonna save, we're gonna stop, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you got any suggestions for other stuff for me to play that isn't this game, let me know in the comments. Or if you really want to see me play this again, let me know as well. I don't know, I wouldn't be opposed to it, I suppose. I'm probably gonna slowly go mad from it, but, you know, I mean, hey. It's something. And again, I'm not even complaining about, like, the amount of time it takes or the tediousness or any of that kind of stuff. Just, eh. Regardless. Thank you so much for watching.